That's the only thing I really remember from that movie.
Oh gosh.
I remember
What
the
are we
paint
doing
can.
here?
Yeah, the
Okay.
paint cans. Well,
Oh, I remember
on
the
it.
paint can. And I remember
yeah.
Joe Pesci.
Okay.
Man,
Actually,
Joe Pesci.
okay.
I was
Answer me
pulling
this.
for him the
Answer
whole
me
movie.
this. Answer me this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do I not look like a beefier, taller Joe Pesci?
Define beefy.
if like
Define beef.
Ooh.
if John McClane and Joe Pesci had a baby.
And the baby stayed a baby.
And then that baby threw
Shut
somebody
up.
down the stairs in high school.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
And then that baby became
Don't
a
worry,
man.
Mom. I'll get him.
Nobody stayed a baby.
Yep.
He became a man, but stayed a
A,
baby.
a man baby.
He became
Full-grown
a
man
baby.
child.
A giant man baby.
Giant man baby.
Oh, shut up. The
Well-
both of you. Okay, but anyway.
The tribe has spoken.
Anyway,
Uh,
so what we have here is we have Home Alone. Everything wrong with Home Alone by Cinema Sins.
No, he's
In
a Jedi man baby. He doesn't have to see.
15
Jedi man baby.
in
He
15
feels it
minutes
with
or
the
less.
Force.
This
So
Surrounds us
everyone
and
here, I
binds
think
us.
we all have fairly sweet memories of Home
penetrates
Alone.
it. What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
it's
Honest-
super
I'm
cheesy.
like,
Honestly,
I'm with you.
I really
Yeah.
like Home Alone 2 Lost in New York.
I like it too.
That's
I
a good
think
one.
that one is my favorite.
Oh well, that's fair.
Really?
Well, for me,
You are the first person I've talked to who's actually said that.
Well, but you know what? I'm a few years younger than you. So like
That's
for me,
true.
you know what I mean? Like I may have watched them in different order, because also Home Alone 3 had like just come out
Oh, that's right.
when I was younger. So
I
I
saw Home Alone 3 the
I
other
saw them
day.
in
Yeah,
a different
we
order.
were.
And so Home Alone, like
I
I was
remember
at an
pretty
age
funny.
where like my sense of humor, like what made me laugh about Home Alone 2 was the part in the hotel when he plays the video and then is it Tim Curry? Yeah, Tim Curry like falls on the ground and he's like crawling through the hallways and he's warning people he's got a gun.
He's
And
like, stay in your rooms.
Stay in
We
your
have an
rooms."
insane guest with a gun.
yes, I
Tim-
died. I remember seeing that when I was
Oh,
like
okay,
8.
but see
and
that
I
that's
died.
Tim Curry.
We
Tim
love Tim
Curry is
Curry.
wonderful.
Tim-
Exactly, but I mean he was in Home Alone 2. And so
Yeah.
like that entire sequence made me love that movie
Well,
so
all
much.
the interactions
Fair.
between Macaulay Culkin and Tim Curry were awesome. I
Yes.
remember the first time Tim Curry got in the room and it was like, "Get out of here, you nosy little pervert! Or I'm gonna slap you silly."
Yep.
Where he used the
Yep.
balloon, which
Yep.
was absolutely hilarious. For me, I thought the traps were better in the second one. The traps were more, they were bigger, and which they had to be because it's a sequel. You got to
Yeah.
set
And
things up.
he was a little bit older, so it kind of made sense for him to think through things more. They were a little bit more bitter, so
Yep.
and they like wanted to get him because
Mm-hmm.
he put them in jail in the first one. So I don't know. For me, it was just the second one because I feel like I was
I
was
like
at
them
an age.
both.
I feel like I was at an age where the humor of the second one appealed to me when I was.
All right,
So
okay.
for me, it's all nostalgia. It's nothing
That's-
about quality. It's all nostalgia.
That's
in my
a
bias.
good
That's fair.
argument.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. I
That's
get that.
that's like no offense, that's a better argument than I ever expected to get about
Home Alone
somebody
2.
liking Home Alone 2.
What nostalgia?
I'm gonna shake your hands.
Oh,
your
I'm
hand here.
sick.
I don't care.
Oh no. Okay. Don't
Bill's
All right.
always sick.
Hey guys, just so you know, if my voice sounds horrible and I sound like a man,
She's been smoking here recently.
yeah, I smoked all the cigarettes.
Well, at
All
least
the
they're
cigarettes.
menthols. I mean, at least they smell.
Amazing cigarettes.
Regular or menthol?
Amazing
Friggin'
cigarettes.
Foot Clan.
No.
I got
am
Micah with
so
that. I
sick.
got Micah. I'm
That's
happy.
good. Yeah. Original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep, regular or menthol. All right.
All right, so we got
And
here.
with that,
Gotta understand what a crumpet is.
everything
Yeah.
wrong with Home Alone in
you gotta
15
understand what a
minutes or
crumpet
less.
is to understand cricket. All right.
Good Lord, here we
Here we go.
Why does the cartoon version of the house and the logo look so different from the actual house? It's a beautiful house. Use that for your stencil. Why, yes, this
I wanna know
obviously
what the dad
well-off
does for a
family with
living.
1,600 kids has overdone it on the Christmas
Yep.
lights. Thanks for noticing.
Architecture.
Technologists put lights on the trees across
I
the
think he's an
sidewalk,
architect.
shortly prompting lawsuits from the dozens of kids tripping on the wires.
Yep.
Look, I know it's chaotic and all, but you're telling me not one of these kids are paying attention to the uniformed police officer in the middle of the entryway?
Did you by any chance pick up the voltage adapter thing?
No, I didn't have time to do that.
Well, how am I supposed to shave in France?
Peter ignores thousands of years of men shaving with alternatives to electric razors.
Think
Yep.
those micro machines that are all over in there?
Holy
Love
hell,
Micro
shout out to
Machines.
Micro Machines, whose commercials are on record as being 1/3 the inspiration for Cinema Sins. 2 cents off.
Yeah.
Who the hell would let an 8-year-old pack his own suitcase? If I did that when I was 8 years old, it would have been full of only red vines and comic books. Also, Kevin later fakes a giant Christmas party and creates a torturous series of traps in his house, but packing a suitcase is just too overwhelming.
All kids,
Yep.
no parents. Probably a fancy orphanage.
Harry forgets that he just saw a full-fledged adult walk by and ignore him 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
French called Les Incompetents.
Angela
And
clearly
you were
got
the
a hold of an
Spanish
English
called
to French
puta.
translation book, but this is the best insult she could come up with.
If he has something to drink, he's gonna wet the bed.
Everyone is giving this poor kid a massive amount of motivation to wish to spend Christmas alone. This family makes the Tenenbaums look like the Seavers.
Ooh.
Give evidence that this is a boy's room from the 90s. Michael Jordan poster? Check. Random sports equipment placed perfectly on shelf? Got it. Poster of Bikini Babe? Definitely. Time of your life board game? You bet. Wait, what?
Is it true that French babes don't shave their pits?
C'est raciste. Also, what is Buzz worried about? He's 14 years old and looks like Biff Tannen's nerdy little brother. I don't think he'll be getting any during his French holiday.
Check it out, old man Marley.
Buzz, whose window
That's
faces
good.
Marley's house, is fascinated to see a dude that he's presumably noticed a million times since living here, because we needed a quick way to introduce him. Also, you did
Yep.
not fucking notice this from the far side of the room.
Nope.
Murdered his whole family and half the people on the block.
How come the cops don't arrest him?
Not enough evidence to convict.
I realize this is 14-year-old logic, but do they really believe this asshole killed his family and half the block, but there wasn't enough evidence for conviction? Was Johnny Cochran involved in this case?
Johnny Cochran.
Good lord.
Pizza
Not only is this
guy.
reckless driving, it'll definitely lead to the pizza toppings getting all shifted to one side. And then there's
Yep.
the cheeseless side, and everyone suffers because this asshole didn't notice a stop sign. Little Nero's
Yep.
must have the fastest pizza oven ever, or at least pre-makes pies with every possible topping combination and make this arbitrary 20-minute self-imposed deadline. Also, how big can that delivery zone be? Like a half mile or less from the parking lot?
Yep.
And this is Chicago we're talking
For our
about.
lights, locks for our doors. That's about as well
I mean,
as they
suburban
do these days,
Chicago.
right?
Dude, house alarm systems have been around since the 1870s, and you can clearly afford one, so that is not the best you can do even in 1990. Buzz is cramming this in his mouth like a Neanderthal here, but a second later is eating pizza like a normal human being.
Did anyone order me plain cheese?
Oh yeah, we did. But if you want any, somebody's gonna have to barf it all up. Because it's gone.
Look, I had an older brother in real life, and he did plenty of older brother things to me, but even he thinks this movie's older brother is about 3 steps too far. I think that Fuller is going to pee on Kevin intentionally, which may be early signs of Europhilia. Yeah, it's a dick move
Good.
and to tackle Buzz, but why the hell would they leave the tickets and passports out on the counter right next to all the milk? These people deserve the heartache of a missing child. Even though Kevin's dad is
Good.
concerned about the safety of the plane tickets, he immediately discards one of the tickets that just happens to be Kevin's. At this point, I'm starting to think they actively want to lose this kid.
Now it's for dinner.
Still pizza? Most, if not all, of the pizza was unharmed by the spilled milk that everyone freaked out over.
Yep.
Rather than take the opportunity to come back to the kitchen and case more of the house, Harry is apparently hanging out, shooting this with the pizza guy at the entrance.
Nice tip. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Somewhere deep in the internet, there must be some erotic fan fiction about Kevin's mom.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
the
not,
pizza
there is
guy.
now.
Fine. Somewhere else.
Kevin's last-ditch attempt
I
to avoid
remember
being
Kat-
peed on is
Catherine
the
O'Hara
reason
as the
he's forgotten
mom.
about
I always thought she
McAllister's
did
lets
really
use their
good as
most
the mom.
terrifying Santa as the one that greets you at the front door. This clock literally has a battery backup written on it, but goes off immediately when the power is knocked out.
Maybe there's not a battery in it.
The transporter knocks repeatedly on the door, waking no one, before deciding to try the much more effective doorbell.
What's up, Dan?
Okay, I'm willing to believe the power
Yep.
outage would have led the parents to oversleep, but there are 15 fucking people in this house. Not one of them is a light sleeper or an early riser.
How fast does this thing go?
Movie needed something besides sped up McAllister's getting ready footage to cut to, so they went with this not hilarious nosy neighbor kid. Bravo movie. The kid from across the street doesn't get home alone by his family, even though he's left the house. Maybe his parents actually care about it.
1,
Ooh.
11. Buzz, don't be a moron. 9, 10, 11.
Heather did actually come up with the right number of kids, but counts herself at number 3, and again at the end. In addition to the Murphy kid. I'm surprised Heather's stellar counting skills didn't lead to more kids being left behind.
Oh no.
Bring me back something fresh.
There's a huge amount of things to go just perfectly for Kevin to be left, including the ability of all 11 kids to utterly ignore this kid that's announcing himself loudly by saying goodbye to them.
Yep.
No way on earth we're gonna make this plane. It leaves in 45 minutes.
Frank's an asshole, but he's right. Even with no traffic, it'll still take at least 30 minutes to get from Winnetka to O'Hare. And they are trying to make an international flight with 15 people.
Did you count
Yep.
heads?
Yes, she did. Instead of counting faces, she counted heads, leading to this entire movie's events.
Yep.
Amid heavy holiday
Jay, we
hustle and
packed
bustle,
one off
the
to the
giant-ass
Goblin
McAllister
King.
plane is
It's
able to
fine.
run right through O'Hare Airport without being slowed. Flight counter one lets all the family members on the plane without even glancing at their tickets.
Hope we didn't forget anything.
Kevin apparently got into Mom's Valium supply last night to be able to sleep through the commotion of
Dead.
14 raucous people getting ready
Dead.
at the same time. American Airlines.
Ah!
He is simply expert at taking us through the whole house and showing the props that Kevin will later use, like the mannequin parts. Damn it, I'm taking a sit off to celebrate this awesomeness.
That is good.
They didn't go to the airport.
Kid somehow didn't know about the airport shuttles. Fine, whatever, he's young. But thinking the entire extended family could fit in these 2 cars, that's a paddling. Kevin unknowingly ingests a heavy stimulant and spends the next several minutes tripping balls. One teenage boy keeps his porno mags right at the top of his footlocker. Your mom will totally find that. Hide it under your filthy mattress like everyone else. Psychopath Kevin McAllister stages a mass execution of beloved sports figures.
What else could we be forgetting?
Kevin's mom gets a lot of blame for being a crappy parent, which is fair, but let's not forget his dad. It's only 12:30 p.m. Central Time, and they've probably only just flown over New York, but it's pitch dark outside this plane because the movie forgets how to time zone.
Yep.
There's no way in hell that Kevin would be able to get from the top of the stairs and out the front door without stopping at the bottom of the staircase, because he would just hit the floor. But even if that didn't stop him, he would run into a wall because the staircase isn't in line with the door. But even if that didn't stop him, he wouldn't get any air coming out of the house because there's nothing to lift him up when he got to the first floor. All in all, this is some serious bullshit.
Yep.
Asking this question kind of answers it too.
Yep.
Number 664, number 672, 671. Now.
Forget this robber's knowledge of the neighborhood. I'm much more interested in why these 3 neighbors all have their outside lights timed to come on 15 seconds apart from each other. It's almost like they knew someone would later be narrating and timing their turn on this.
Huh.
Wait, a fucking car door wakes Kevin up here, but he couldn't hear his entire family leaving this morning.
Yeah.
He didn't take Valium.
Have a bad habit
He
of
took some
expositing
Valium.
your windows. Kevin had to have supersonic hearing to be able to tell what they said. This is the 3rd time I've been tempted to remove a sin just for John Williams' amazing
Yep.
score. There are
Yep.
at least 3
John
themes that are
freaking
all
Williams.
badass, and it's for a Christmas comedy. I'm giving in. Kate
There you
harasses
go.
this one poor French lady when there's an entire bank of phones they could be stalking.
I'll shut the call you back.
American woman steps off plane in Paris and puts American coin into payphone, and guess what? It works.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Hey.
Hey, old man Marley.
Kevin was
Jesus.
just looking all around when he was announcing he wasn't afraid anymore, but somehow missed the old scary-looking man until it was comedically relevant. Also, if old
That's a
man Marley
sneaky
was
man.
talking about, since he lives next door, shouldn't he have seen Harry and Marv just a few minutes ago? We eventually know Marley's a nice guy and all, but for now he'll just stand there in silence, terrifying a young boy. The memories of Kevin's horrific screams will make him chuckle himself to sleep that night. Kevin screams so loud he breaks the 4th wall.
I'm sorry, Kate. Nothing but a bunch of answering machines.
If the phone lines are down in their neighborhood, how is Leslie able to get to their answering machines?
There's
Yep.
no one home. The house looks secure.
This asshole says the house is secure, even though Kevin didn't lock the door as he was running away from Marley. Smells fishy. This cop must be on Sal Maroney's payroll or something.
Ooh.
What was Chris Columbus using? It's 8:03 p.m. in Chicago when the cop comes over, which would be 3 a.m. Paris time, but it's broad-ass daylight out here. Emboldened woman gets out of the ticket this officer was writing and goes on a vicious crime spree for the next 7 days.
We're the wet bandits. You're sick. You know that? You're really sick.
Ransacking someone's entire house is okay, but clogging their drains and leaving their water running makes Harry sick.
See, I knew he looked at me weird. Why would he run?
Well, for one, you guys are acting like you're about to abduct him.
True.
You in the church. I'm not going in there.
Instead of actually going into the church, which is much safer and requires less subterfuge, Kevin somehow finds an unused cloak and uses that to hide, so we can see how clever he is. I love the attention to detail Kevin put into the mannequins, but is it really necessary to put actual cards and poker chips in front of them? Kevin had no idea when Harry and Marv would be back, right? So he's been puppeteering this Christmas party all night in anticipation of their arrival? I admire his stamina, but I don't know if he can keep this charade up all night long, given he'll have no idea if they drove by or not.
It's
We
true.
live in the most boring street in the United States of America.
Says the kid who claims a serial killer lives next door. He
Yep.
kid runs off thinking he's getting shot at and never calls the cops about the crazy man with the Tommy gun that lives in the McAllister house. It's awesome that Kevin's adjusted to life on his own and all, but why would he have this much laundry after 2 days by himself?
I mean, right now it looks
You'd
like
be
there's nobody
surprised.
home.
Yeah.
Last night the place is jumping.
Maybe everyone's hungover, Harry. And can you keep it down?
Ah.
Earlier, Kevin decided to open the pack of firecrackers he found in Buzz's room and put them in this kitchen drawer, because his ability to predict what these burglars will do is basically at a supernatural level.
If the kid's there, the parents gotta be. He's home alone.
Roll credits.
Yep.
He saw a big party last night, and the lights came on when they tried to break in the night before. Just because he's seen this kid twice without parents, he knows he's by himself.
We'll come back about 9 o'clock.
Luckily, Harry will loudly proclaim his plan for all to hear, and Kevin will happen to open a goddamn window to listen to it. Jesus, this movie must have inspired the bullshit that Obi-Wan witnesses in Attack of the Clones. Forcible clarinetting.
Hey, John Candy, man.
And you can stop being a scary bastard.
Yep.
How you feel about your family is a complicated thing.
Rather than inquire as to why an 8-year-old is wandering around on Christmas Eve and attempting to
It's
help,
true.
Marley launches into his own sob story.
The basements are like that.
That's basemist.
I don't care how mad I was. I'd talk to my dad, especially around the holidays.
Except for that time that I wish my entire family away. Other than that, totally open communication. Kevin
Yep.
keeps this extremely close, waiting until 8 p.m. before even starting his plan to horribly mutilate Marv and Harry.
Ooh,
Also,
that's
this
true.
scene heavily
Yep.
depends on 2 delinquent burglars being perfectly punctual. These automatic lights are just coming on now, at 8 p.m., well after dark. But earlier, Harry called them out as coming on well before Kevin hid under the bed at 7:48.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
Sure, but you could also just call the goddamn cops as soon as the robbers show up, rather than design a Saw-like torture house.
Yep.
Not only did Kevin have time to
Clearly
develop
he's an
this
ANCAP.
map in less than 1 hour,
No
he found
cops.
time to colorize it. Water is poured on the sidewalk, but Kevin is out here.
Well,
in
this
just
is
a
you.
sweater, so
It's pretty
highly
much how
unlikely
you'd
there's no
act,
freezing
Micah.
time for
Yeah,
Harry
pretty
It's like
Potter.
people are coming into my
I know
house.
I'm
F the
hammering this
cops.
home, but
I'll just shoot
seriously,
them.
this fucking preparation would take days, not an hour.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. He's run a fucking zip line from the house to the tree that we later see can hold 2 grown men. That had to have taken at least 32 minutes, and he's doing all this other bullshit. What? He's got time for mac and cheese? No, bullshit. No way all that shit was done with 3 minutes to spare. Idiot kid tries to eat mac and cheese with a knife and fork. Why do the McAllisters
Yep.
have a doggy door? There's no mention of a dog or cat throughout this entire movie. Is its sole purpose shooting bad guys in the crowd with BBs?
Yes.
At this point, the burglar should call the cops on this psychotic little bastard that openly rejoices after shooting people in the face.
Yep.
And in the balls.
Oh.
And this has been Joe Pesci's Stunt Doubles Physical Comedy Hour. Thanks for coming. Join us next week for the Harrison Ford nude stand-in special.
Oh.
The prediction relies not only on the fact that Marv would pull this chain even though there's a light on behind him, but that he would be incapable of getting out of the way of this slowly falling iron. It should be noted that Harry is breaking and entering in full view of the rest of the block, which we've seen has several parties going on. You're telling me no one's outside on a smoke break and noticed the bad dude trying to break into the nice house?
Also-
Harry moves his hand on the doorknob sideways, but when you see his hand after shoving it in the snow, the M is upright and not turned 90 degrees to the left. Not only does this
Yep.
not
That
burn
really
the house down,
hurts.
why the f*** do the McAllisters have an antique blowtorch? And it works?
Yep.
It's too late for you, kid. We're already in the house. We're gonna get you.
Okay, come and get me.
Like, you've probably served hard time and maybe even killed people before, but wait till you witness the power of my feather fan. Kevin has a fascination with feet, but
Oh.
the angry kind. He's kind of like the bizarro Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thirsty for more.
Kevin McAllister could have called the cops several minutes ago. but
Yep.
I'd like to enact a few more acts of torment onto these wretched bastards.
You bomb me with one more can, kid, and I'll snap up your cojones and boil them in motor oil.
Who the f*** makes a hilariously specific threat like this? Kevin turns this impeccably designed unholy house of pain into a damn foot race at the end.
Got him, Harry.
Tarantula ex machina.
Hey guys.
Had Kevin just run to the Murphy's house and left Marv and Harry up on the rope, he'd have avoided any dramatics when he got there. But no, this little asshole knows no mercy. Jesus, how long does it take these cops to respond? Since Kevin called them, we've been through the spider scene, the treehouse thing, the rope gag, ran across the street, through the capture and liberation of Kevin, and now he's back home. Imagine if this were a real emergency.
Huh.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas playing during emotional moment cliche.
Yep.
Also, we never see Kevin's actual bedroom. He's been sleeping in his parents' room this whole time. Given how much everyone hated him at the beginning of the movie, I'm starting to think his parents didn't give him one.
I'd say his bed was in the
You
attic, I
consumed your
believe.
crushing disappointment by reliving all the carnage you inflicted last night. Wait,
Yep.
you're telling me he cleaned up everything from last night's rampage? No micro machines, feathers, paint cans, or broken Christmas ornaments anywhere? Jesus, that's even more chilling.
Yep.
It's pretty cool that you can burn the place down.
It really is, considering that whole blowtorch thing.
Yep.
How did you guys get home?
Oh, we took the morning flight, remember? The one you didn't want to wait for?
And we've arrived 30 seconds after your arduous journey. But instead of riding in a polka van, we ate shrimp in Paris. Haha, dumbass. Merry Christmas.
No kidding. What a funny guy.
Peter regards his youngest child in the same bemused manner as one would regard an entertaining waiter at Olive Garden. And then, after moving heaven and earth to get home to Kevin, he is immediately abandoned again. Phew. What a nightmare. I'm sure nothing like this will ever happen again.
Yep. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Look at John Williams. I love that John Williams.
Mercy.
French fries and French dressing and French bread.
You, the boyfriend? I know you got a boyfriend. Are you gonna kill me?
Snakes? Snakes, snakes. I don't know snakes.
Boss.
Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it. Delicious.
Cookie Googleman?
Yeah.
Does this ring a bell? I'm not wearing underwear.
Oh, no.
I'll show you, kid. We're a crack shot at this.
Man.
Amazing.
Man.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's recommended.
What?
One of your own videos is
Yep.
recommended.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, of course it is. But holy crap. I haven't seen Home Alone, the first Home Alone, in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time.
However, it used to be like one of my favorite movies as a kid, and now that I'm older, I gotta say probably Die Hard's my favorite Christmas movie now.
Yeah.
I mean, the premise and setup of Home Alone, they are kind of silly, but that's sort of the point. Like,
Yeah.
it
It's a
doesn't
kids'
really
movie.
like. Nobody really like. It doesn't bother anybody that the parents forget them because it's like there would be a movie then. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the whole point.
There's a lot of movies where it's like, none of this should have actually happened.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like this sounds bad, but it's like the whole like the parents, like, they're not really like characters. They're more like props for this story to be told.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
No, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I definitely like. I don't know. It's just kind of kid fun magic.
Oh yeah.
You kind of get the same thing if you go back and you watch a Disney movie, like the ones that we grew up with. Like if you go and watch The Little Mermaid or anything now, and you go, what kind of story is this? Like, this story literally, like,
It's
the
so
plot
contrived,
doesn't take very long. This is kind of ridiculous.
I went back and marathon some old G.I. Joe episodes.
Yeah.
Super dated.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Super.
I mean, but
Mhm.
at the same time, like, you
Yeah.
remember, like, the magic of when you were little, like,
Oh, yeah.
wow. Like, everyone wanted to be as cool as Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everyone was like, man, I wish that I could booby trap my house.
Dude,
like that.
It's like-
like I don't care who you are. Everybody at some point in their life is into crazy Rube Goldberg traps.
Mhm.
Yeah. that's
Everybody is. Some of us never grow out of it.
That's like half of the appeal of the thief and the thief and the cobbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Rube Goldberg machine in that movie?
Man.
Oh,
yeah.
So
You could in the back of your head you hear Powerhouse playing.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Pretty much every time.
Dun,
you
dun, 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 dun. Yep. By the way, that song's called Powerhouse. You're welcome.
Yeah, Powerhouse.
Yep.
So, oh gosh, I still look over and
Man.
I see the glare off my dome.
Yep. It's a heck of a thing.
Ugh.
Yo, you know what? Whenever you wake up tomorrow, it'll be half grown back anyway.
I wish. I
Yep.
wish.
One Punch Nate.
One punch.
I
No,
mean-
can't do it. Sorry.
Well, I mean, basically, he's even more John McClane now than he was previously,
I am. I really am.
which is funny.
Oh.
Well, I
yeah.
guess he's more like the was it Live Free or Die Hard?
Yep.
Because he was totally bald in that one.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was.
Aw. That's so sad.
Leave it.
Which reminds me, I saw a movie semi recently where Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh my gosh.
Where-
I am
Yeah.
in love with that movie.
Well,
Is that the one with like the Boy Scouts?
yeah.
Was
But
that
you're,
good?
you're sitting there and
Wes
you're
Anderson.
sitting there and you're
So
watching
good.
it, and then something occurs to you. It's like Bruce Willis has hair in this, and you go, "Wait,
Wait.
what?
What?
What?"
What's really freaky is Looper.
Oh,
Yeah,
Looper.
yeah.
Joseph
man.
Gordon-Levitt as
Super,
freaking young
su-
Bruce Willis.
super come over Bruce Willis. Like
Yep.
super come over transition.
Yep.
That was a cool movie though.
That is
Yeah.
a cool movie. I actually really enjoyed that.
And to
I
think
need
the
to see
guy,
it again.
and to think the guy who's directing that is directing the next Star Wars mainline movie.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
Ryan Johnson.
Cool.
Actually, he's from Maryland.
Huh.
Why does it matter what state he's from?
No, I was just saying.
Fun fact.
Oh, okay. Fun fact. He's from Maryland. So
Yep.
if you guys are from Maryland, there you
Shout
go.
out.
Please like,
So
comment,
is-
and subscribe.
he's
No,
a-
I kid.
So,
I
he's
kid.
so are
actually-
the Briscoe brothers.
He
Yep.
shaved.
Shout out to wrestling.
He
there.
shaved his head not because he's a white supremacist. He's a Maryland supremacist.
Good cat.
Oh!
That was an excellent
That's
catch.
amazing.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the bastard son will pop the clock to feed himself and family.
And we
Good
captured it.
catch.
We
Good
captured that.
catch.
That was
Rude.
fantastic.
I didn't even throw it that hard. I mean, it's just like
It
I just
sounded good,
Sounded-
though.
I did. It did
sounded
whack.
amazing.
I mean, the thing is, the parts move around just enough where you get some really good sound.
The-
when you
get a
throw
good crack
that thing.
out of it.
Yeah.
The best one I ever did, I was sitting in web design class. I was like a freshman in high school, and the teacher threw like a piece of candy to me, and I wasn't looking, and I like slid my hand across and went, whoopsh. And she was like,
And everybody's just like, "Oh, ninja."
and she was like, you really are a ninja.
Okay, this one is probably my favorite
All right,
obscure
we're-
catch out of nowhere.
Wait,
this
is
is going completely random here.
Extra reaction out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, just because of that
For
catch.
value.
here's, John Coffey. Yes.
And here's the best
John-
part. That was on camera.
Yeah. This was too. This was miraculous. Watch here in the background, and beer goes flying, and
A beautiful video. I love this video.
it's just like
And-
epic moment. Perfect throw.
And the thing is, somebody throws a cup
It's
of
an
beer,
open cup. That's amazing.
and he just...
That was just
Whoop.
beautiful.
It's brilliant. Absolutely
That's
brilliant.
insane.
Wow.
You're getting some extra value out of this video.
Man, there's so much value in here.
Well, we're the Renegades.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we do?
Well, I mean, in the last one, we gave you
Yeah.
a whole bunch of Tommy Wiseau. So
Oh, man.
Yeah, we did. Jesus.
Man.
it was kind of pretty.
Extra value.
It was kind of like extra value meal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want
Actually,
some
when that
extra
when that
Renegades?
beer was going through there, he was like, "Just lie." Oh, hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I did
I
not
did
do
not
that.
shit.
I did not.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
And the fact is, he tosses the cup at the end, just like nothing happened.
He's like, yeah, I did that.
Some
What
people
about
are
him?
just have those moments where they just win.
There was
all the
a
time.
Yep.
timing counts for a lot of humor.
It's true.
Yep. We've yeah.
It's not working for
Okay.
you now,
Nope.
is it?
Nope.
Timing counts
I
for
was
a lot
thinking.
of humor.
I was thinking about.
End of
I was
statement.
thinking about.
Timing!
I was thinking about a situation at work that the timing was hilarious, but if I explain the stories, it's not going to be funny.
Okay.
There
All
you
right.
go.
And then he
fine.
found $5.
And then
Cool
I found
story,
$5,
bro.
yeah. This one.
We haven't used that bit in forever.
Oh boy.
We used to use that bit all the time.
What cool story, bro?
No, and then I found $5.
Oh,
That's okay. So if you ever are telling a story and it's just not going over well, end it with, then I found $5.
$5.
There you go.
Yeah.
I found
people
$5.
will be like, oh, good.
There you
cool.
go.
And
Yeah.
they won't care if it's like the worst story.
That's
ever.
how you save it.
If this was Canada, I could have been like, "Go Leafs."
There you go. Go Leafs.
Oh
Go
my
Leafs.
goodness! I told Elena
does
a great
anybody-
story earlier today.
She did.
Oh,
It's about cordon bleu.
Should I tell this?
like-
should I tell it?
Like Le Cordon Bleu, like the cooking school, or
No, all right.
Okay,
no,
okay.
all right.
All right.
Story time with Wyndham.
All right. I
Da-da-da-da.
don't.
So much value in this
I don't
video.
know. Okay, I
So
don't
much
know if
value.
you guys are gonna find this as funny as I do.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
did. I cried.
She cried a little bit.
She
I
did.
still cry when I remember, but it's also because I know the people. Okay.
Be right back. I'm gonna grab me a drink.
All right, go for it.
Grab,
Okay, I'll keep telling this story.
grab me a Dr.
All right,
Pepper.
so
Thanks,
I
boss.
I have a good friend of mine that is kind of younger than me, and sometimes when it comes to guys, she can be kind of immature and like a lot of guys like at once, and she would like to get married. She's getting past that of like just being obsessed with getting married. But anyway, so she is kind of a spiritual person. I'm kind of a spiritual person, so she would send me pictures of guys all the time, and she would be like, so, you know, what do you think of this guy? Like, does he give you a bad vibe? What do you think of this guy? Just based on
just their
picture.
appearance?
Yeah.
So
and
she's
I would be
expecting
like-
you to judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. And I'm kind of going, well, first of all, you're not really mature enough to really have like a deep relationship with any of these people. I feel like you need to find yourself a little bit more, but you know, okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
so she would keep sending me pictures of dudes, and she did that like nonstop, like almost every other day for like a month.
Were these like real people she knew, or like
yeah, like she would like
celebrities?
meet them online, or she would meet them
Oh.
in public, or you know, just guys that she was like, oh, I met this person. Anyway, so it got
Okay.
a little ridiculous, and she was doing the same thing to a friend of mine named Jen. Now the other girl's name was Allie, and so she was doing that thing to my friend Jen. Now Jen is a little bit older, and so she would, you know, seek out her advice. Anyway, so then Allie approached me and she's like, you know, I really have just felt led to apply to the school Cordon Bleu.
Yep.
And
like
I
the
re-
culinary school.
Yeah, she's like, you know, you like be thinking about that with me and let me know what you think, and you know, keep me on your heart. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay.
Thank you, boss.
And so then I get a text from Jen, and she's like, and excuse my language here, but she goes, fucking Allie. And I was like, what? And she goes, she just asked me what I think about Corbin Bleu.
Like from High School Musical.
Corbin Bleu. Oh God.
The Disney star. And I went, what? And she was mad. So she opened this text from this girl who really is like, hey, what do you think about this school? and thinking she's asking, hey, so I feel like God is telling me that I'm supposed to marry this Disney star.
So maybe
Wow.
She reads it and ignores it because she's just so mad. She's like, this is stupid. Why are you asking me? So then she texts me because she's upset. And I'm like, no, Jen. Cordon bleu. The school.
let's say Le Cordon Bleu. Like let's make sure the
Cordon Bleu.
The school.
Yup.
And she's like, oh.
Oh.
That is
She
funny.
thought, because this girl's kind of boy obsessed. So
Right.
she just gets a text.
That is pretty funny.
And reads it really fast. So she just thinks that she was like, hey, so I think I'm supposed to marry this famous person. What do you think? Like, legitimately. What do you think?
That's amazing.
And so now I just, whenever I see Corbin Bleu, or like hear his name, I die. Like I just start laughing so hard.
And the funniest bit was,
Gotta get your head in the game.
as she was telling Elena this story, I had just finished my chicken cordon bleu sandwich, and then they both just sort of looked and went, "Really?"
And died again.
And died again.
And died again. And so,
This is a thing that happened.
I just, oh my gosh. So now whenever like I just see Corbin Bleu, I'm like, really funny.
Do that laugh again. That laugh is great.
You know, this is the most attractive laugh ever.
I love that grunt.
I can't do it again.
Most attractive laugh here's on the
Oh, I snort when I
Good
laugh
one.
sometimes.
That's the Urkel.
I can't
Yep.
snort.
Well, I do it every now and again. It's like whenever I can't breathe, I try and breathe in through my nose and my mouth at the same time. It just goes.
Yep.
It just happens.
Oh.
All right, so this video's gone on long enough.
Yeah.
Has it? I don't
Sorry,
think it
guys.
has.
And
Well-
oh wait, we gotta have something in the comments to see if they lasted all the way through.
Well,
our
wait,
story.
now how long was the video?
The video.
The video is 15 minutes or less.
No, this video.
32 minutes and 40 seconds.
I don't know that we're
most
necessarily
damage we've
in-
ever done.
That's
Yeah,
not-
I don't know
that's
that we're
not the
necessarily
worst.
in.
No.
In comparison to how long the length of the video that we watched itself, it's not really that long.
No, we doubled the length of the video. at
Well,
least.
okay, because you asked.
That should be the comment. Double the length.
No.
I was gonna
The
say
secret
Double the
word
pleasure.
of the evening is.
I was gonna say my part of my story.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they
Well,
could,
Le Cordon Bleu.
I was gonna say, onion roll.
Onion roll.
Onion roll.
onion roll.
'Cause
You
got
hurt,
the
you hurt me, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, none of these have to make sense. One time the word was marmalade.
Marmalade is good.
Marmalade is good.
Sure, it's
Yeah,
not
but
pronounced
I was-
marmalade.
But I love
Part
seeing
of the
how people
story.
actually get to like work these things in.
Well, I want to
There
see
you
how
go.
they work cordon bleu into their
I
content.
was thinking Corbin Bleu.
Corbin Bleu.
Corbin bleu.
Corbin Bleu. That's CORBINBLEU.
Or
Or
you guys could work in
I-
High School Musical references.
Okay, I feel like
Now
God.
that might be a little hard to pick up on.
How about I
Still
feel
funny.
like God is leading me to marry insert Disney star.
Yes.
I feel like
I like
But
that.
it cannot be like a Disney star we all know and love. Like it has to be like
An
Corbin
obscure Disney star?
Bleu. Yeah, like Corbin Bleu.
Uh,
I love you, Corbin Bleu. Call
Not
Allie.
obscure.
this whole thing has gone so far off the rails.
Okay, all right.
Um,
I feel like God has called
Hey
me to marry
Ben,
a
hey, Ben,
Disney star.
look over there. It's the tracks.
no, the tracks are over there.
What are those
Okay,
tra-
we got it
okay.
in the video now.
Okay, yeah, I feel like God has called me to marry insert
Insert Disney
star
star.
name.
Insert person here.
And there should be the smart aleck that it actually says insert random Disney star.
All right. Well,
You'll be my hero if you do that.
well.
No,
anyway,
don't be Ben's
everyone.
hero.
Thank
He has
you
enough
all.
heroes.
Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I guess until next time. Signing off for the Renegades. I'm Nate,
I'm Wyndham.
I'm Ben.
I'm Elena.
Micah.
and we will see you all later. Take care.
Bye.